Hello, my name is Anthony Sembrano. I'm going to tell you why Pakistan owns so many guns. It's estimated that there's over 20 million guns in Pakistan, but only 7 million are registered legally. There's a comparison of purchase that there's 11.6 firearms per 100 people in Pakistan. And to India, it's like 3.36 per 100 person. So pretty much Pakistan has lots of guns. People go buy guns in the military city called Rawalpindi, about half an hour outside of Islamabad. Rawalpindi's small arms shops can hold pistols, assault rifles, shotguns, AK-47s, and they're all lined up on the street that you can buy. But the problem is this: is when you buy them there, they're over 10 times more expensive than you can buy in the black market. And if you do buy in the black market, you receive your purchase much quicker. That is why so many guns are bought illegally. One of the reasons that people do buy these guns is because security. First off, as this quote has said, people buy weapons because they're insecure. No need denying it. Many people fear in Pakistan is that there's lots of kidnappings and terrorist attacks. Kidnappings happen especially with people that have medium incomes because they receive money. And the targets that get this kidnappings or since terrorist attacks are lawyers, mid-class, public figures, military, high profile. And an example of this is Mr. Alfred. Alfred was traveling from work one day, and all of a sudden, people with guns surrounded his car and kidnapped him. They contacted his family saying they want to ransom $100,000 from his family. But Mr. Alfred was able to escape by using the scissors to pick a lock that held him. And after he escaped, instead of like most Americans, like we would do, calling the police, he went and called his heavily armed relatives to come take out the kidnappers that kidnapped him. Before the police or his relatives were able to get there, the kidnappers had fled. Because of this, though, the police officers gave Mr. Alfred a permission to have an AK-47 license. So he's always had AK from work, and has always had it since then. Another thing of security that's helped with the weapons is that teachers and students have been trained by officials how to fire firearms. This came effective when a city was attacked, a university was attacked called Bangagang. Taliban raided this school. The teacher and student were able to hold off the Taliban for over 15 minutes, allowing the students to be able to escape. But sadly, the teacher and student were killed in the act of being bravely saving the students. But it shows signs that how effective it can be to teach teachers and students how to fire firearms. The problem, though, with giving so many civilians training and weaponry is that weapons go in the wrong hands. For example, children. There's cases of children as young as 10 holding or possessing a firearm. And what's wrong with this is it creates in the culture a more of a violence mentality and can be more ineffective in the sense of hurting others. In culture, though, the guns are shown as wealth, hunting, celebrations that they use all the time, the weapons. For example, this is a wedding. After a wedding, they have fired their weapons as a celebration of the newlyweds. In summary, guns give Pakistan security because of conflict that happens in their land. It also is in their culture to have weapons. It does affect the culture in many ways, increasing violence, mortality, as well as making it very common to have weapons in everyone's neighborhood and possession. And power, the effects that power can have when people own weapons of certain different calibers, as well as more powerful weapons can affect what happens in the culture.